Hey there, warriors of self-confidence. Ever been in a group and felt like you're nothing more than background scenery? Your voice drowned out, your opinions cast aside like yesterday's news. Yep, you're not alone, and it's downright frustrating. But don't worry, today's lesson is all about breaking through that invisible barrier. Welcome to Lesson 4, Commanding Presence. Be seen and heard. Tip number 1, assertive body language. You'd be surprised how much nonverbal cues dictate social dynamics. Stand tall, shoulders back, and chin up. Create a presence bubble around you. Own that space. Trust me, people will start noticing. Tip number 2, vocal authority. If you speak like a mouse, you're bound to be stepped on. You don't have to yell, but add a pinch of authority to your voice. Lower the pitch and modulate your tone to emphasize your words. Tip number 3, engage through questions. Want to steer a conversation? Toss in a question. It's like having a remote control for dialogue. Ask open-ended questions that prompt thoughtful answers. This moves the focus towards you and keeps you in the game. Tip number 4, use the 3-second rule. Ever had something to say but waited too long, and the moment slipped away? Here's a secret, the 3-second rule. As soon as you feel the impulse to speak, give yourself 3 seconds to jump in. Hesitation kills opportunity. Tip number 5, eye contact triangle. Eyes are the window to the soul, and also a fantastic tool for social engagement. When you talk, aim for a triangle between both eyes and the mouth. It captivates your listener and makes your presence magnetic. Tip number 6, mirroring technique. Humans love familiarity. A simple way to engage people is to subtly mimic their gestures and tone. It's like saying, "Hey, we're the same," without actually saying it. But remember, subtlety is key. Don't go overboard. Tip number 7, master the art of pause. Don't underestimate the power of a well-placed pause. It adds drama, emphasizes your point, and commands attention. So the next time you have something significant to say, pause before delivering the final word. Tip number 8, navigating interruptions. Interruptions are the bane of shy folks. But here's a counter move. As soon as you're interrupted, say, "Just a sec. I'd like to finish my point," and continue. People usually back off, giving you the stage once again. Tip number 9, project positivity. Who doesn't love to be around positive people? Your energy is like a magnet. Either it draws people in, or it repels them. So what'll it be? Project positivity by smiling, nodding, and showing interest. Positivity is contagious. Infect others with yours. Tip number 10, own your quirks. Let's get real. We all have quirks. Instead of shying away from them, own them. Whether you're a trivia geek or have an unusual sense of humor, let it shine. Your uniqueness sets you apart and could be the very thing that gets you noticed. Real-world application. All right, enough talk. Let's get into action. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to join or initiate a group discussion. Apply at least 3 of these tips and observe the impact. Don't just be a listener, be a participant. Now we're diving deep down into the very core of who you are. Excited yet? Picture this, a caterpillar stuck on the ground, always envious of birds. But the caterpillar had something the birds didn't, a cocoon. Inside that cocoon, the caterpillar gains a deep understanding of itself. And when it emerges, it doesn't just walk, it soars. So why am I telling you a bedtime story? Because self-awareness is your cocoon, my friends. It's where you prepare to spread your wings, defy gravity, and rise above the limitations that shyness has imposed upon you. Look, no one's saying, go from shy to socialite overnight. No. The journey to conquering shyness isn't about changing who you are. It's about knowing who you are. You've got to be like a seasoned general. Know your army, your strengths and weaknesses, before charging into battle. First, let's talk about emotional self-awareness. This is key. How do you react when you meet someone new? Excited? Scared? If your emotions had a volume knob, which way would you turn it, and why? Knowing the answers to these questions sets you on a journey of emotional mastery. You'll be the Zen master of your own feelings. Now, what about your triggers? Those buttons people seem to know how to push. They say something, or maybe they don't say something, and you find yourself going from 0 to 100 on the shyness scale. Pinpoint those triggers. Once you know what sets you off, you can develop strategies to stay your course, even in rough emotional seas. So how do we start this soulful introspection, you ask? Get ready for some heavy lifting. Grab a notebook because we're about to do a SWOT analysis. Oh, and this isn't for business. This is your personal SWOT. S for strengths. What are you good at? And don't you dare say nothing. Everyone is good at something. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to list at least 5 strengths. W for weaknesses. Okay, we all have them. Maybe you're terrible at small talk or public speaking, sends you into panic mode. Write those down. We're not showcasing your flaws here. We're recognizing them so that we can improve. O for opportunities. Here's the fun part. Imagine the person you could be if shyness wasn't holding you back. Write down every opportunity that comes to mind. Believe me, your future self will thank you. T for threats. Now, what's standing in your way? It could be anything from a toxic friend to a job that doesn't appreciate your skills. Once you identify your threats, you'll know exactly what dragons you need to slay on your quest for confidence. Phew, that was intense, right? Now you've got a roadmap to navigate the labyrinth of your personality. But hold on to your seats, because in the next lesson, we're going to supercharge this roadmap with something mind-blowingly powerful: positive affirmations. Hey, if you found today's lesson as game-changing as I hope you did, you won't want to miss what's coming up. Click that subscribe button for more life-altering courses, absolutely free. Remember, self-awareness isn't just your shield, defending you from the world's judgments. It's also your sword, cutting through the barriers that hold you back. Now, go wield it with pride. Until next time, keep shining, you amazing human.